It's your girl T here, back with another inspired video. I am holding my camera right now because I can't find my tripod, so we're gonna have to do this the old school style way, a little shaky. Our affirmation of the day is, what's so beautiful about today? What's so beautiful about today? I know what's beautiful. This little guy on my face here. I use way too much night cream, and that's what goes on when you do that. Anyways, moving forward, that's not what we're here for. Somebody asked me what my affirming routine is. And I see a lot of other YouTube coaches, talkers, whomever, talking about what their routine is. So I thought, that is true. I've never talked about how I affirm, or maybe I've mentioned it here or there, but I've never said from morning to night what I do. So basically, my routine has changed over the years, but as of right now, the way I affirm is when I first wake up in the morning for the first 20 minutes, I do my best not to look at my phone and to either hold my little guy, because he still sleeps with me, my little 3-year-old. I cuddle with him and I affirm in my head. I usually have 4 or 5, because I've told you guys before, I really, really relate to Sammy Ingram, and she specifies that you should have 3 to 4 affirmations ongoing throughout your day, because it's hard for the subconscious to pick up more than that at one time. So I usually have in and around that amount that I go over and over in my head, and sometimes pictures will pop in while I'm affirming. I also will sometimes have to get up right away with the kids because we're late or behind. And what I will do is I'll be affirming as I'm waking them up, and I'll sit down if I get a 5-10 minutes to myself first thing, and I will drink my coffee and I will write affirmations in a book. I'll just write, like, let's say I'm saying I am deserving and worthy. I would write I am deserving and worthy in a book. Or if I say I'm surrounded by abundance, I'd write I'm surrounded by abundance. So I definitely don't think that it's necessary to write down your affirmations. I definitely think a lot of people just say them over and over in their head. I write it down because I love writing. I love journaling. I love writing stories. I love using pens. I'm obsessed with buying different kinds of pens. I love writing in general. So I've always been a writer. So to me, writing down affirmations is actually funner for me than doing it in my head. So I prefer to write affirmations all day in a journal or a notebook because I love writing. So definitely up to you. So then throughout the day, whenever I think of a thought or topic, I affirm it in my head. So let's say I was trying to get money. I'd say something along the lines of money comes to me easily and effortlessly. If I looked at my bank account and I saw that I had less than I wanted, I would say I create $1,000 a day. My business is booming. Let's say I was affirming that I wanted a specific someone, and every time I thought of them, I'd be like, they're head over heels in love with me. They're constantly contacting me. These are very similar to the affirmations that Sammy gave out on her channel religiously. I just take them and spin them into whatever it is that I want them to say, or I make up my own. And there's tons of examples of affirmations all over YouTube that you can steal from or copy or make it your own. It doesn't matter. But during the day, whenever I think of a certain topic, because I always have 4 at least that I want to do, I say whatever affirmation I have picked to repeat until I see changes in that area. I also have pre-recorded on my voice recorder on my phone a little track that I do tend to play of myself saying my affirmations. I'll play that whenever I'm busy with the kids or something's distracting me and I can't really focus on what I'm saying in my head. I will play that recording on my phone and have an earbud in, and I'll just focus on whatever the track is saying, and that way I don't have to consciously think as hard for my affirmations when something else is taking my attention. And I will do that sometimes when I feel tired. I'll just play the track in my head and focus on what I'm saying on the affirmation track that I've made. And yeah, it just depends on my mood, but definitely affirming all throughout the day whenever I think of a topic, or playing the voice cast that I have on my phone. Very simple. You just go to your voice recorder and record yourself saying affirmations. I do it 3 times in a row, the same 4 affirmations 3 times in a row, so that I get the gist of it, and then I just put on repeat, and it just keeps repeating it over and over and over. That way, if I can't focus, or the other thing I do if I can't focus on affirming, but I'm trying to do it and do something else at the same time, I always say a blanket affirmation, like everything in my life is perfect. Everything's always working out in my favor. You know, the blanket affirmations that cover everything, so that I don't really have to think about those. They're just natural ones that come in my head. So that's an easier way for me to do it without having to think about it. And then as I go to bed at night, obviously everybody talks about how important it is 20 minutes before bed to affirm your butt off for the things that you want. Some people visualize before they go to sleep. I don't do that. I just say my affirmations while I'm falling asleep until I actually do fall asleep. Sometimes I'll pick one affirmation to say over and over until I go lights out, or sometimes I'll say 2 or 3 over and over until I go lights out. It's all personal preference, but I definitely utilize to the best of my capabilities the morning, right before bed, and the morning, because that's when obviously our subconscious is wide open. So that is the general consensus of what I do. I do a lot of writing of affirmations. Whenever I have downtime and I think of something, I affirm it. Pretty similar to every other person on YouTube. Just whenever your brain goes towards a certain subject, just affirm it the way you want it to be, as opposed to the things you don't want to see. And that is generally my affirming routine. If you have any questions or comments, do so below. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. We're blowing up the channel, and I'll see you with another inspired video soon. Bye.